joined now on the Orioles Hot Stove Show by Jennifer Grandal, who's the Orioles Senior Vice President of Community Development and Communications. Jennifer, thanks so much for taking the time. Less than a month until spring training. Things are starting to heat up.
It's hard to believe. I'm sitting in Sarasota right now. There's already a lot of activity at the complex, and opening day for spring training is February 25th. So it's amazing how time is flying this year.
Absolutely. Quickest offseason ever, I think you could say. Let's talk about the Birdland Caravan, because that's right around the corner. It's been 3 years since we've had a Birdland Caravan. We had COVID in the middle. We had a lockout. How great is it now to be bringing Birdland Caravan back?
We are, as you know, very superstitious in baseball. So I hesitate to say that it starts to feel like things are getting back to normal with the return of Caravan, but that is what it feels like. And we did, we introduced Caravan 3 years ago, and we did that because we wanted to go to the fans. We want to go to where our fans are. It's a massive region going across Maryland. We've gone to Pennsylvania, and we've listened to what the fans want. And coming to them and not only doing happy hours and pep rallies and things like that and bringing our players, but also being able to give back in the community during this experience and being able to see communities that we may not always see because we're here in Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, Birdland stretches all corners of Maryland, goes up into Pennsylvania, goes down all the way to Virginia. It really touches such a large area. How great is it to be able to interact with fans that are all across this region that may be far from Camden Yards, but still have a deep connection to the Orioles?
Yeah, we see it all the time. And especially being in Sarasota now, hearing from fans that have moved here because we have our spring training facility or who have a residence in both communities. But as I've heard, Birdland is wherever you are. But we certainly know where the heart of our fandom is. And I think that with this exciting team that we have on the field, our general manager, Mike Elias, Brandon Hyde, our manager, that's, if you can't come to Camden Yards for a game, not everybody can travel to Camden Yards. For us to be able to bring Gunnar Henderson or, DL Hall to them, it's exciting.
Absolutely. Now, 2020 had a pretty deep list of events. You guys have expanded it even larger this year. How did the success of the Birdland Caravan 3 years ago help you guys build even a deeper roster of community events?
It's amazing because at that time we were really in the thick of our rebuild. And I don't know that all of our fans could identify with our players. They didn't necessarily know who some of these guys were. And now we have a really solid core, and just seeing the excitement that we experienced then, I cannot even imagine. I know some of the events are already sold out. So if people haven't purchased their tickets for those autograph events, I hope they do. The other thing is with the happy hour, for example, the one we're doing in Salisbury, and Mike Elias had said, we'll see you guys in Salisbury next time we do Caravan. And here we are going to Salisbury. We're doing that to benefit charity. That happy hour, we'll have an auction. All the tips are going to benefit the Delmarva Shorebirds charity. They give back to the community every day of the year. So I'm really excited to see what the fan response is going to be to that as well.
Yeah, I went back through the footage of the 2020 Caravan, saw Adley Rutschman just a few months after he had been drafted. Looked very different than he looks now at this point. He's grown up quite a lot.
Captain America. Yeah,
exactly.
He's evolved. He's a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Things have really...
He's much more recognizable at this point for good reason. How important is it for you guys to give back and to show that Orioles players, coaches, the entire organization is dedicated to committing their time to giving back to the community?
As you heard from our announcement yesterday with College Bound, we committed $5 million to College Bound, and that's going to affect kids in Baltimore, but it's really going to impact our entire region, because we hope that those individuals will stay right here in our communities and help us make our region even better. And listening to our fans and our Birdland community heroes that come from across Birdland, and knowing that so many of our fans are making a difference in their community, we didn't feel like we could go there without also sharing that same commitment.
So well said. Now, looking forward to the weekend-long slate of events, is there a personal favorite of yours that you're looking forward to?
Well, of course, I cannot wait to see Mike Elias bowling because he tells me he's quite the bowler, and I
Really?
believe it because he's an athletic guy. Absolutely. I am definitely excited about Topgolf, but more than anything, I'm really excited to go to Salisbury and to see our friends there at the Shorebirds and to help them raise some funds for their communities. I love to see the guys doing happy hour. I feel like it's where they're happiest behind the bar, besides being on a baseball field. And honestly, I'm excited to see some of our players. I just saw Felix Bautista here in the clubhouse in Sarasota. I haven't seen them since before the holidays, and just happy to be able to bring them to the fans.
Awesome. Well, we're excited as well, and we will see you along the road at the Birdland Caravan. Jennifer Grandal joining us here on the Orioles Hot Stove Show. Jennifer, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Have a good weekend.